Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. As we head into another night of NBA picks, I was 1 point away last night from cashing a pair, but tonight with only 4 games on the NBA slate, I think I've still found some value in tonight's odds and a couple more plays for you here this evening. We'll start it off with one of the earlier games in Brooklyn between the Indiana Pacers and the Brooklyn Nets here tonight. Lined open as a pick'em between these two very closely ranked teams in the Eastern Conference, but has since moved to -2.5 in favor of the Brooklyn Nets. However, at shops like Pinnacle and 5 Dimes, you can still get the line as a pick'em with just a little bit of heavier juice on the Brooklyn Nets here. But however, I'm staying away from the spread in this one. These two teams both potentially could move into the 8th spot of the Eastern Conference with a win tonight, with the Boston Celtics idle. And if that's the case, I think the total is where we need to look at for our value here tonight and go with under 199 points, because both of these teams are capable of playing solid defense. And I think tonight motivated enough to potentially grab that 8th seed, especially if you're the Indiana Pacers, who are only one back of the loss column from the Boston Celtics. I think you have to look at the under here as a very good value. The under's 5-2 in the Nets' last 7 home games versus a road team with a winning percentage of 40% or worse. Under's also cashed in 5 of the Nets' last 6 games on Tuesday. And on the other side, the Pacers have been cashing the over more recently. But in this style of game, I think I can't really help really taking the under here and taking a stab at it here. So I'm going to go under 199 between the Nets and the Pacers. Next one I have for you is an 8 o'clock tip off here on the East Coast, and it is the Miami Heat playing host to the San Antonio Spurs tonight. And the Spurs come in as a 7-point road favorite in this one, total of 196 points. Total's dropped a little bit since it opened, and it could be because there are a ton of injury question marks here for the Miami Heat, and it's making this line very difficult to handicap. However, if all of their questionable and doubtful guys sit tonight, that could be a very big deal for the line tonight. And I think at -7, guys like Luol Deng, Hassan Whiteside, and Michael Beasley all sit tonight. I think you could be looking at some value here potentially at -7 with the Spurs. Spurs are a little bit rested here. They obviously need to keep winning to keep pace in the Western Conference, and they've been doing a pretty good job of climbing up the standings here as they've gotten healthy. They've secured the 6th seed right now. They could actually threaten the Clippers tonight, especially if the Clippers lose to the Warriors for that 5th spot as well. So the Spurs definitely know what's at stake here. I think even though probably not going to see them grab a home court advantage in the first round just because of how injured they were, I think they are a very good play against the spread here tonight. They're 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games as favorites, 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. And with the Heat just really banged up, Dwayne Wade alone will not be enough to beat this Spurs team. Jump on the line right now before we hear any of the potentially bad news for the Heat at -7 and add it to your NBA picks of the day. Best of luck to you on those two. I'll see you back here tomorrow once again for a huge Wednesday night. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.